Come on, touch your neighbor and say, I'm destined for greatness. I'm destined. Come on, y'all, let's say it like you mean it. Come on, touch somebody and say, I'm destined for greatness. I'm moving. Come on. Things I don't see. For I'm determined to get what God has for me. I may change it. That means you got to move some stuff around. No more. Come on. Now I'm on my way. I'm moving. I don't see. For I'm determined. I promise. I may change. No more. I'm destined. All right. Welcome to the Church Scene Musician Podcast Show. Woo! Oh yeah, we got it all, the hand claps and everything. Yes. So welcome to the Church Scene Musician Podcast Show, and we are excited to have First Lady Miss Lemon's in the house, y'all. Listen, I need everybody to go and put the name of your church. Give your church a shout out. Give your band a shout out. If you're a musician, put in the chat. Put where you're from. If you play, you sing, sound engineer, dance, mime, whatever.
No mime.
She said no mime. But dance team, praise dancers, listen, put it in the chat because we want to make sure we give everybody a shout out. You can ask questions and everything. We just gonna have fun tonight. This is the Church Senior Musician Podcast Show. I'm your host, CC Doyle. I am so glad to have you here tonight.
I'm glad to be here. It's family.
It's family. It's family. Listen, I was playing the original.
The original.
I just want y'all to see the original.
2010.
I got the original.
The original.
I got the original CD. Okay. Destined for Greatness. I don't let it's no scratches on it. I don't let nobody touch this CD. It stays in my car. I don't even bring it in the house.
I saw it. It has no scratches.
It has no scratches on it. And when I DJ, I play, at church events and stuff like that, or a youth event. I always open up with Destined for Greatness every time I DJ. And this Saturday, I'm DJing for my church. So I'm opening it up, and I'm going to make sure I give you a shout out.
See, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, we got Cameron. Okay, thank you, Cameron.
Hey, Cam.
Cam Scott in the house. Thank you. He say he's a lemon head. Oh,
He is. That's my son.
Okay, my uncle's on. Pastor Andrew Doyle of One Way Christian Church. Yeah. Now he's a musician and a singer and a preacher. He do it all. Thank you so much. See, people follow the instructions. That's what I like. Okay, I see 9 people on YouTube. I'll check Facebook in a minute, see how many people on. But please, make sure you put your name, your church, your band, if you're a musician, whatever. Listen, whatever you do in the church, even if you're an usher, put it in there. We want to give everybody a shout out. This is Church Senior Musician Podcast. All right, Sister Lemon, listen, it's on you tonight.
What? First of all, I have to give a shout out for this water. I want y'all to see this. This is Zen water. And she said, I have water. I've never seen this water. This is so pretty.
That's not a cheap water.
It's so pretty. Don't y'all think this bottle is pretty?
That's not a cheap water. Only the best. Oh, see my uncle, see, songwriter, preacher, singer, organizer.
All of it, see?
See, my family's like the wine. See, we just don't talk about it. Thanks, Uncle. I appreciate it. All right. So I'm glad you're enjoying the water. I gotta make sure.
Thank you so much. It's Zen water. So Zen means, ain't that peace?
Yes.
Yes, see. Okay.
I gotta make sure my guest is not thirsty.
I appreciate it.
So tell us, this has been a year, 2023, and it's on you. Whatever you want to talk about tonight. We want to talk about Kevin Lemons and High Calling. I was at the How Sweet the Sound. I took my play mother there, and for her 65th birthday, that was a gift.
Oh wow! Oh wow! I remember you posting about that though.
Yes, and I had good seats. I picked her up and everything. Everything was first class.
Did she have a good time?
She had a great time. She had a great time. She enjoyed herself. Because she really enjoyed herself. She needed that. She really needed that. So she was blessed by you guys and all the groups. We enjoyed everything from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good show.
Oh, it was a phenomenal show. Like you guys, y'all got down. From the beginning, I was like, we got there a little late because Cobb County traffic. Woo, I thought I was doing good with timing, but I was a little off on timing. But we came in when you guys were singing, so it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we came right in the beginning.
Well, good. I'm glad she got to enjoy it.
She got to enjoy the whole shebang. This your whole shebang. Literally the whole shebang, whole shebang. So, how did you and Kevin, how did you guys meet?
The brief version of how we met, actually, a lady, I was 17 when I met Kevin. Actually, both of us were 17 when we met.
Wow.
Yeah. So 96, 17 years old.
Yeah.
And so we literally met through church, but actually a lady that practically raised me ended up taking me to his rehearsal. And she was like, hey, somebody's starting to do choir in the city. She was like, I'm going to check it out. I'm taking you with me. I was like, okay. And then that's really pretty much like how we met.
Okay.
And then I didn't really audition. I guess he made me sing by myself and he told me I was loud. And then I was like, you don't know me. So what do you mean loud?
He said you was
loud. He said, you're okay, but you loud. I said, well, what you mean loud? Like, who are you? So that was kind of our first encounter, but you know, it wasn't a pleasant encounter. But he's always been very direct. So
I love it. He said he was like,
yeah,
Tiunna Jackson said hello. I mean, Tamika Jackson. I'm sorry.
Hey, Tamika. That's my Tamika Yvonne.
Thank you for joining us today. So he said you was loud.
Yeah, he said I was loud, and I was like, oh, okay. So this gonna be, yeah, all right. So actually, I wasn't even gonna say because he told me I was loud. But anybody that knows Kevin knows he's been direct. He's always direct. Been that way, never changed. So literally, that is how we got, you know, our start because we were the youngest in the choir. I was the youngest singer for years, and of course he was the youngest. We're 2 weeks apart.
What choir was this?
Hardcore.
Wow.
So he started it at 17.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
So because we were the youngest, we were always stuck together all the time. So
everybody else was older.
Yeah, everybody was older.
And following his lead.
That's something, ain't it?
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know he was 17. Wow.
He was 17 when he started.
And you was 17. Mm-hmm. I'm speechless. Keep going.
Yeah. So I mean, literally, we got 27 years in. So right. You know, we were friends. We were the best of friends. I said this to someone some weeks ago. Kevin and I actually never dated. We never dated. He, you know, he did what he did, and we never dated. But we were the best of friends. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the best relationship.
Yeah, it was like the greatest thing. So, you know, from that, you know, literally 10 years in. We get engaged, and this is fast version. So 10 years in, we get engaged, and then you know the rest is history from that. So out of that, we were married 15 years, and you know that's it. The rest that's the brief version.
Wow.
You know.
Well, we want to get some more shout outs of Frida Lyon Campbell.
All I know that's my family coming in.
I love me some you.
I love you, Alfreda. Okay. Shout out to Lemonhead Nation coming on in.
Y'all, that's how you
I
do.
Love you.
You support, yes, support your leader. That's what I'm talking about. This is how you support. This is what you do. Thank you, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe too, since y'all coming on. Make sure you hit that bell button on YouTube, baby. What she said, all I know is thank you, Church City Musician, for hosting. Oh yes, you're welcome. Listen,
when she comes back, she's from California. You got to get her in.
No problem.
She's
no problem at all.
A piece of work.
I can't wait to meet her. Jarrell, what's going on, man? What's going on?
What's going on?
Great musician. What's going on, man? Who else is on here? Okay, all these lemon heads in here.
Listen,
Kelly Cooper. Oh, you see, we got some people that join on Facebook.
On Facebook, hey Facebook.
Ooh, First Lady Mabry, how you doing, First Lady? Sean. Aaliyah the Goat. And we got a lot of people. Kelly Cooper.
One of my BFFs.
Listen, I'm trying to give everybody a shout out. Okay? I'm trying to give
everybody.
So we got 45 people on YouTube. Thank y'all for joining, and 28 on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight. Make sure you go click, like, share this broadcast. Okay? Share this podcast tonight because we want to be a blessing to those. Sonia said, I'm a fan of the Lemonheads.
Well, thank you so much, Sonya. Yes, Sonya, I love you. I had to look at the last name. Yes, she is definitely a fan.
Okay, great.
I love her.
Great. And First Lady Mabry, she said, hey,
Lady Mabry.
They'll be on next month.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, Terrence Cotton. God bless you, bro. I got to get you on the show, man.
Dude, hey, my Terrence.
Well, listen, we got to get all this is now. I got to give this is my play mother. She's 70 years old. And she has her own nonprofit called Grandma Hands Reaching, celebrating grandparents raising grandchildren.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I took her out for her 70th birthday. So
that's sweet.
Yes, indeed. Bishop Michael. Oh, we got a bishop on here. God bless you. God bless you, sir. God bless you. We definitely going to be acting right tonight.
Yeah. She is. I can't make any promises.
But so you and Kevin.
Hey, friend. That's my best friend. Hey, friend.
God bless you. God bless
That's you. Angelique. Hey, lady.
How you doing? You getting everybody. I want the shout outs. You got some shout outs on Facebook.
Listen, I got to tune in on. Hey, everybody on Facebook that I can't see comments yet. I love you.
Right. So we make sure y'all go ahead and put your name in the chat so we can give you a shout out because she can't see it. So we want to make sure we give everybody a shout out tonight. Okay. So you and Kevin, man, been knowing each other since 17 years old. Whew. was the youngest. I can't believe he had people listening to him. Because, folks got a problem with.
Yeah, authority. But he was really before his time. Actually,
old soul.
Yeah, he had a very old soul. And
Always.
I put that on, of course, his parents. But, of course, he got to a point. He was the baby. Mm-hmm. So he was the baby of 3. And mm-hmm. he really pretty much thought he could run everybody and everything. But, yeah, to have that kind of following, mm-hmm. And I think at that time people just wanted to like sing, and they came mainly out of his church, mm-hmm. At that time. So he built relationship, with these people, and they trusted his ability. But yeah, 17 years old and you got grown people following you. Yeah, that says a lot.
It says a lot about his character.
A whole lot.
Yeah, a man with wisdom and a heart for the people, because everybody do not have a heart for the people, especially at 17.
Exactly.
Woo, that was my boy.
Yeah. So, and I'm not even gonna say he's always had a heart for the people, mm-hmm. but I know ministry didn't become real. We was kind of like still just with the hype. I got a choir, that thing. It didn't become real, I know for a fact, until after his father passed when he was 22. That's when Wilbert, Papa Wilbert passed, and that's when ministry kind of took a shift.
So his dad passed in 22.
His dad passed he was 22 when his dad passed.
Okay.
He passed in 2002.
Wow, 22 in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so when that happened, that's when kind of ministry shifted, because he had to, you got to grow up at that point.
Yeah, because you don't have your dad anymore.
Exactly.
But he still had his mom.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when did his mom, leave this
Mom transitioned in 2010.
Wow.
Yeah. So, when mom transitioned, of course, that was a whole nother ball game.
Oh,
but,
I'm sure.
He came from a 2-parent household, so that's the blessing. And I always tell people mm-hmm. the difference is, and he taught me a lot. He came from a 2-parent household. I'm from a single-parent household. So to see the fabric of, their marriage, he literally modeled everything they did.
That's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people need to understand that. Some people grew up as survivors, and some people grew up as, they had love in the home.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like you said, he came from a 2-parent household that showed love.
Absolutely.
And he knew how to love you.
Absolutely. And
that's
I'm always grateful for that.
Listen, everybody don't have that.
Everybody does not.
Everybody don't have that. That's just the honest God truth.
Yeah. Everybody. So I would say I'm fortunate. I am very fortunate. Mm-hmm. I always say I do pray that people are in life are able to experience the level of love that I experienced with them.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people won't know what that ever feels like, but it's something that I wish everybody could experience.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Overseer Chris. That's another great musician, preacher.
Yes. Apostle Christopher Burton. God bless you, sir.
We love you, Doc. Thank you for joining. Yes, indeed. And I just want to share, listen, I have known her a long time.
This is family.
Listen, I didn't just jump on the bandwagon. That's why I came on showing that I had the original CD. I was at the concert, baby. I can't find the CD case because he had signed it for me and everything. Mm-hmm. And the Polaroid picture done is blurry. It's not even clear no more. I wish I had saved that, but this CD has I'm telling you, no marks, nothing on it. It's clean. I'm telling you, I don't let nobody touch it. This is go. So I don't play no games about my CD. About that, put it right over here. But it's a blessing just to, you and I connect on Facebook. And how we connect was not even about church or music. It was about nonprofit
work. Yep.
And I actually put you in the group, the Blacks in Nonprofit. Anybody who have a nonprofit, make sure you join that group on Facebook. It has over 100,000 people in there, and it's different folks talking about grant writing and grant skills and marketing and board members and fundraising. And so she asked me about it because I have a nonprofit, and she has a nonprofit, great nonprofit organization. And that's how we connected.
Absolutely. That is literally how
I just had to make it clear because I don't want nobody thinking.
Right. Nope. This is family.
Straight up. So Yolanda said, boss lady. Hey, Yolanda. Who else is on here? These are all your people now.
Miss Cambria. Hey there.
Okay. She said, hey, Mrs. Lemon. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Listen, give your church a shout out. Everybody giving out shout outs. I need you. I want to see what
y'all go to church.
Yes.
Do you go to church?
Do you go to church? Do you play an instrument? Do you sing? Are you a limit head? Or whoever you sing with?
Let it be known.
We got a lot of groups in Atlanta. Listen, give your group a shout out. Give your church a shout out. Your band leader, your MD, whoever, your minister of music. Give a shout out.
Oh,
please.
okay. So let me shout out all of mine. Okay. So let me shout out my church, Dream Center Church of Atlanta, Bishop William and Lady Murphy.
I love them.
And then I have to go ahead and shout out my Cali pastor. So Life Restoration Ministries, Pastor Batois Jackson.
Okay.
That's my Cali pastor. But Higher Calling Ministries, shout out all 92 singers.
Woo.
And then to my MD, my big brother Eric Miller, band director Dave Ford, bass player Jeremy Thompson, and of course on drums, my nephew CJ Lemons.
Yes.
Then on Ox, Larry. What's your last name, Larry? It's Larry. That's all I know. And then Larry Wilson. That's what it is. But yeah, Higher Calling Cathedral
of tone, pitch, and quality.
Tone, pitch, and quality.
Carry you.
Yes, thank you. International. We thank you so much.
And y'all need to go ahead and put the trademark on that one, Doc.
Yeah.
I like that. Who else give it a shout out? Oh, she said she'll live ahead.
For life. Yes, she is.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you for giving a shout out. Listen, I bought a snare drum from CJ.
Did you?
Yes, I have. And I still have it. Yes, I did. Yeah, okay. Any more shout outs, Nate? Okay, thank you. So we got a lot of shout outs on Facebook. AJ Porter.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, it's a lot of people on Facebook. I'm not gonna bet it. Dominique Jinx, thank you, man, for joining. Great musician. I already gave the bishop a shout out. Michelle Miller. She's on here. Sheila Day.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
We're excited to have everybody on here. So this has been a year. 2023.
Definitely.
I mean, January, like he's supposed to have a concert. I remember seeing the flyer. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna go to that." You know, it was like a musician type clinic training or something like that. I said, "That's something I want to go check it out." You know, and he did it live, and every time he do it live, I try to get on there, try to give, donate, whatever support, and he did his live and everything, and then
God just said otherwise.
It was shocking.
Of course, yeah.
I was in rehearsal.
Yeah, very shocking.
On a Saturday morning.
Yep, very shocking. But I can't say that this has been an easy 8 months, definitely. But
8 months already.
8 months, and literally, I stood in my bedroom the other day, and I was like, January's here. Like, we're at the end of the year already. And the only thing I could say was, God, you've been good.
Yes.
I don't know how.
But
I know how.
Well,
I know how I'm making it, but I don't know how I'm making it. Like, it's nothing but God. And literally, I'm like, God is carrying me through this moment. He has carried me. And every time I thought that I was going to break down, I have to look up, and God is taking me through another door. Mm-hmm. And it's like you really start to value time.
Oh yeah.
One thing I try to stress now, if I haven't learned anything in this process, is time waits for no one.
It doesn't.
And it's kind of like, what are you doing with your time?
Right.
How are you using your time? Like, we have to be intentional with our time, because when it's my time, I know for sure that I want to leave exactly as my husband did, empty.
Right.
He put everything, he gave everything. And that's how I want to leave, empty. Like, even with the work that you do, when it's all said and done, like, your imprint is left. You know what I'm saying? And so, just it makes you look at life differently. Like, the cattiness and, all of that extra stuff. Like, it doesn't even matter what imprint are you trying to leave in the earth. And is that important to you? When people call your name, what you want people to say about you?
I keep telling everybody it's about the character.
Yeah. The poem, what's in a name? That's real. What's in a name? What do people say when they call your name? Yeah. And so I want to be able to have that same impact, within the community. But, we're thriving. We're moving.
Listen, y'all moving. I'm trying to keep up. You guys are moving. Y'all been on the go.
And it's not by choice. when I
It's
tell
a
you literally,
blessing.
it's not by choice. It is a blessing, but it's like literally God is forcing us to move. Because, honestly, my plans were not to be visible. It actually was like to go into hiding until 2024. That was my plan.
So you was gonna hide for a whole year.
Uh-huh.
God said no.
He definitely said no, and I got mad.
God said no.
He said no, and definitely didn't expect to take this route.
I mean, you directing. I said, you better do it, First Lady Liv. It's like you killing the game.
Had no plans. My thing was, Higher Calling literally is like a church. And so literally it's like the leader falls and everybody's looking like, looking at me like, what are you going to do? Mm. And so these are times where you have to, people don't understand that leaders' wives, you have to step outside of yourself because you still, people sometimes can be insensitive, but then at the same time, you have people that are so in tune and tied to the bloodline of the ministry that it's like, what are we going to do? Yeah. So my goal at that point was just to pull everybody together.
Cameron said you're a mighty director.
Well, thank you, Cameron. So, it's like, what do you do? What do you do with that? And so literally the singing aspect of things, the day he left, I was ready to let it all go.
He was going to let everything go. Literally let it go.
Because you gotta think about it. But see, I wasn't thinking about legacy. I wasn't thinking about legacy then. You got to think about it.
She just said it. God plan
is always
opposite.
Always. And so, I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, he did everything. Wow. So what happens when God takes this is the soul? I was ready to pack up. I was like, I'm gonna pack up. I gotta go back live with my mom. I gotta go do, But God said otherwise. And literally, I looked at my assistant director. I said, hey, if you want it, he stood right in front of me. I said, you can. Shout out to Mr. Mark Ross. I love my Mark. But I said, if you want it, you can take it. Mm-hmm. And he looked at me and said, we're gonna table this discussion and come back. Yeah. But still, at that moment, my goal, even if we did not continue, was to make sure that we at least got everybody in a room and got everybody together, because we've been together for so long. For a lot of us, this is all we got.
She said it.
He set me all the way up.
He set you up.
He did.
I mean,
and he did. And a lot of people.
Phenomenal job. Like,
thank you.
You carrying it well. I'm sure you have your moments. Like I saw a post saying you finally got a full night of rest, and I was like, whoa.
He gave me one night, and I'm grateful for that night. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months.
And that's understandable.
And so, literally, when I woke up the other day, I realized I had been asleep for over 8 hours, and I was like, God, thank you. And I literally almost like broke down. But it's just, it teaches you to value the little things. It's the little things. Like sleep. Now, I didn't get none after that. It was broken out. But I thank him.
Thank you, Lord, for that
one night.
That one night.
For whatever reason, you decided to keep it. Thank you.
And what day was that? On a Tuesday?
That was like it had to be like last Wednesday, maybe.
Okay, on a Wednesday night.
Last Tuesday or Wednesday. But I was grateful for listen.
Right.
I didn't know what happened. I woke up like, wait, Lord. And I was just like, thank you. It's the little things that we take for granted. So, I'm grateful for the small things. And then another thing is, even going back to legacy, a lot of people wives are never taught to carry legacy. It's always,
say that again.
Wives aren't taught to carry legacy. Wives aren't, I never thought I could carry a legacy. And Kevin actually made that statement to someone that I did not know he made the statement to. He was kind of fussing at them about what they were doing, like with their business and their, the kids and things like that. And he was like, you can go ahead and set them up for things now. He was like, when I leave, he was like, yes, we have kids. I'm gonna shout them out in a second, but
I think somebody said, "Hey, mom,
hey, babe," like my blood, but actually having biological children, we don't have. So he's like, my wife is my legacy, and they was like, I'm sure he told you that. I said, no, he didn't tell me that, because if he would have told me that, I would have told him no. Like, what you talking about? So in this, I'm learning and actually proving, as so many others have, that wives can preserve and push legacies. we can. You know, so
God set you up well.
Yeah, he set me up well, and so he.
Somebody said your husband was training you all along.
He was,
and you paid a great. Yeah, you paid attention. You was always in the front though.
He was
singing,
but I never
different hair colors. That's your trait, but I said one thing about Mama Lemon is she gonna have different hair colors. That's for sure.
That is hair is a feeling. So it depends on how I feel.
That's your signature right there. I made sure I wore a yellow shirt to represent the Lemons.
Thank you.
And I did buy my Proclaim t-shirt.
Listen, she sure did and posted it on Facebook.
I sure
always gonna support.
I'm always gonna support. Always.
Yeah, so this journey has been it has definitely been one for the books. However, I can't say I wouldn't trade it. I would trade a lot. However, the lessons I'm learning in this moment, I realize that there's a reason for everything. Everything happens, for a reason. I may not like it in the beginning, but eventually, God does reveal, the plan. And a lot of people didn't know I directed. I've been directing since I was 12, 13.
Listen, you killing the game.
But literally, and honestly, when Kevin knew, of course, and so he came to my church service one morning and saw me do it. But when I started singing, I was like, oh, I ain't got to do this. I can stop. I did it on the church side, but that was it. So I've done this since I was like 13. Wow. So even having to go back to that place has been a weird place.
She said this First Lady Mabry, she said this is true. We look to push, support, and lead as needed to sleep in. To step in. I'm sorry, because see, we just don't always think about it.
We don't. And we play
And you're a first lady.
Yeah, so she knows firsthand. Like, we're comfortable with
what's going on, Matt? What's up, sir?
Playing our part.
Right.
I'm a pusher. That is what I am. And so literally I had the privilege of pushing him from 17 to 44. I had that privilege. And so, it's kind of like, what do you do at this point after you've pushed somebody across the finish line?
God knew the plan. He knew the plan. So you said you always directed. Nobody didn't even know. That was a secret that you kept as a little girl when you was 12 years old.
If you didn't know me, you didn't know.
Exactly. So folks think, oh, she just started learning. Killing the game.
Thank you.
Killing the game. Cameron says, oh, you shown the world what a helpmate really is, even offering, even after transition. Yes, sir. You're correct.
That.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Zay. That's another great musician.
Hey, Zay.
I've been knowing him since he was 8 years old. Taught him how to play the drums. He played keys, organ. Great musician.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, yeah. You a midwife in this. Girl, we about to show.
All right. Not gonna fool with me.
Okay.
But I love you.
I like that to me. I like that.
Yeah, she gets me right together.
Yes, but you're I'm telling you, like every time I see you in action, it's just amazing.
Thank you.
You guys, I was out of town when y'all had your event just recently.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. I missed it. I was like, oh man, but it was a business trip. I had to go for work. So, but even, the recent video you guys just attribute, oh my God. I was speechless. Phenomenal. That's all. I have no words. Like, you guys are, it's like when Kevin left here, it really, it opened up a lot of people's eyes. I think people didn't take life for granted anymore. And I think a lot of people in the music industry, it seemed like we all got closer. I feel like people are paying attention more to, their families, their church, their music. Everybody started supporting each other. I try to go support everybody.
You've always been that way.
Yeah, I went to David Walker. Shout out to him. He's our minister of music in my church. I went to his.
Oh, he is there now. Yes. Shout out to David Walker.
30-year anniversary he recently had in April. I went to that. I went to B Chase. Midnight Musical. Oh my God.
Was that Choir's Rock?
Choir's Rock. Yes, and I was there from 9 to midnight. Listen, it was past my nap time. But I enjoyed that. I came to his event. I've been to several other concerts. I can't remember them all, so please forgive me if I do not call your names. But some other concerts people have been inviting me to. I plan to go. If I cannot make it, I will support your music.
You've always been that way.
Yes, I try to support people because I want folks to support me. Even if you don't support me, guess what?
You've always been that way, though.
I'm going to support you regardless.
Yeah, you've always been that way.
I'm not going to lose anything. Because one thing about I'm genuine.
Very. You don't have nothing to prove.
I have nothing to prove to nobody. And people be shocked. So, people like to do name dropping and all that.
We'll have to do all that.
I don't have to do all that. What you see today, that's what you're going to see tomorrow. And next week.
That's all I've seen.
That's just how I roll. And that's how we're supposed to support one another. Nobody should not be jealous of each other. That's why I put this church scene podcast together, because I want to bring exposure to all the musicians people never heard of, groups that folks never heard of,
exactly.
Pastors and churches. I'm talking about storefronts.
Yeah.
Because I still play for a storefront, and I play for a medium-sized church.
Listen, storefronts got.
Listen.
No, nothing against big churches.
Listen.
At all, but there's a certain oil that storefront churches have. Okay, and I leave it. It's just different.
It's just different.
But it's a different.
I still gotta have that, because see, I'm Pentecostal, so my grandparents had their own church, and so I still have to have that Pentecostal background. I love my Baptist church. Don't get me wrong.
Don't talk about Baptist people. Baptist.
But it's nothing like running around the church, blowing a whistle, playing. Listen. What my washboard people ask? Listen. Tambourine folks, y'all know what I'm talking about. Listen, that's the type of church I'm used to.
Nothing like it, but I am Baptist born and Baptist bred. But it's okay. But I like to see everybody stretch out every now and fall out every now and then.
Yeah, speaking in tongues.
So that's my Baptist thing.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with it. This is Gary Gross. You know him?
Hey, my GG. That is my GG.
He said you continue the legacy. You created your own.
Thank you, my love.
Yeah. Girl Director 2.0. I like that. Go ahead and add that. That's your new hashtag. Go ahead and make a shirt. Go ahead and create a shirt. Thank you, guys. Make sure you listen. If you got any questions, put it in the chat. That's what we hear. Put it in the chat. Let's talk. Listen, keep it clean. We're keeping it clean now. Keep it clean. This is a healthy.
Disclaimer, this is healthy.
That's the disclaimer right there. Nothing negative over here. Everything is positive. Even the camera came to me. Nothing negative, okay? Period. Anyway, do you want to share any events that you guys got coming up?
Let's see. We have so much. Now, her calling won't be doing anything until January. So I need everybody watching your social media over the next couple of days, because you're going to see something drop that's coming that's really, really big in January for us. Also, but for the month of October, this is the first time we've been booked the whole month of October.
Ooh, go ahead and talk about the events.
We booked and busy. So
booking busy and blessed.
Listen, and blessed. And so let's see, October, I think, this weekend, actually, we will be with the Atlanta Masonic Choir, which is actually Kevin's founded by his grandmother, but they're the oldest community choir in the United States of America.
Yes, they are.
And so they actually
the Maestro Kenny Lowe,
Papa Lowe. I know he'll be directing this weekend, and they're doing a concert that Kevin's father used to put on every first Sunday in October. And so we're doing that. That'll be at Woods Memorial this weekend at 5, I think. And then next weekend,
this weekend?
That is this Sunday.
Woo.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yeah. Let's see. Next week we are in, I don't know the name. How do we pronounce this part of Georgia? I'm gonna come back to the 7 because I gotta think about how we're in Beaufort, Georgia. That's where we are.
Oh, Gwinnett.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
I'm scared of Gwinnett.
Hold up now. Don't be scared of Gwinnett.
See, we not. It's clean. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm scared of Gwinnett County.
I live in Gwinnett.
Okay,
it's not too far from me.
See, the police don't play fair in Gwinnett County.
They do that. So please do not. If you go to the concert, you do not have license, registration, tag, insurance. Do not drive. Do not drive. Take an Uber. Take a Lyft. Just get a ride.
Yeah, just do that.
Do not drive. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. Do not drive. Do not.
Yeah, I don't like Gwinnett County. So someone will be driving me that day in Gwinnett County. So, and it's not because my license and registration is bad. It is perfectly fine. So just just make sure somebody is y'all will be picking me up that day.
Pastor Cameron says his favorite song from Higher Calling is For Your Good.
And all of the Lord.
Yes, For Your Good is the listen, every time I'm on the plane. Because listen, if I'm going to glory, it's gonna be for my good. Literally.
For Your Good is definitely one of those favorites.
He said All of the Lord.
And All of the Lord is off of that's the second project, Declaration. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you.
Big shout out to now Apostle Tiunna Jackson, who's the lead on For Your Good. Like, she's the definition of consistent. Like,
she was the one singing at the funeral, right?
Every time she sings that song, it never, she does not drop the ball at all.
Killed it.
Every single time. So
smashed it. I mean, the way she was, I was like, is that back hurting?
No.
Like, she was killing that
and
song.
She's like that every single time.
Are you serious?
She preaches the same way.
Listen, she got the oil.
Yeah.
She is anointed.
She preaches the same way.
I love her.
Yeah.
You have no idea. Like, I was like, who is this woman?
Apostle Tiunna Jackson. That is who she is.
Woman of God, if you listen to this podcast tonight, listen, I enjoyed you at the.
She sings it all the time. It's tribute. She did it on tribute.
Yeah,
so
I'm just saying every time
she's consistent.
She's consistent. She's amazing. So she always available for you when it's time to do that song.
We're not going nowhere and not doing that song pretty much. But because if she's not available, we're not singing it. And I'm not singing it. So
that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. No,
it's a bad deal.
Play the CD.
Play the CD.
There we go. And then let me see. October 14th, we will be at Vision Cathedral.
Yes.
So we will be there. Shout out to Bishop O.C. Allen. I just love him. So we'll be there. Yes. And then the 21st, I believe, we'll be at Spelman College for their homecoming.
Okay. That's my mom's birthday. Cool.
Really? Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll be at Spelman College for their homecoming. And
HBCU.
Shout out to the AUC.
We got a question for you. Have you always been fashionable and your nails?
Have I always been a fashionista and a nail girl? No. I'm gonna say no. I used to.
Your nails on point. You got to show them your nails.
I
mean, it look like Louis Vuitton.
I have red bottom nails.
The camera even went to it. Do y'all see the nails? You gotta show them again. You gotta show them. Do y'all see the nails? Like Louis Vuitton. Oh my God.
I actually was. I was a tomboy, actually.
Really?
I was until I probably was about.
Until
I started singing with. Now, here's the thing. Now, going to church, mom didn't play that, so mom made all my dresses, So, I still was a girl, but I was a tomboy. I played like softball, basketball. Mm-hmm. Y'all wouldn't believe it. Yeah, I like to play with the guys. So, I wasn't a girly girl. I actually didn't become a girly girl until I met Kevin. I became a girly girl.
Wow.
Or even when I started with Higher Calling, because he had certain standards.
She said, "No way."
Yeah. Yes way. Yes way.
Yes way.
Yeah. So when I got in Higher Calling, I think is when I learned like girly things. Because he had a certain way the girls needed to look, and so that's what got you already know. So that's what got me into that girly.
One time he did a live about spandex, and I said, "Is he talking about girls?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, Kevin is a fool.
We have
where's your slips?
And we have what we call where's Tamika? We have the fivefold ministry. That is what we have. And we do not play about that. So yeah, that is when I became a girly girl.
Right. Oh my God. When he did that live, I'm telling you, I can remember it like it was yesterday. I was like, he really talking about slips and look, he said for the wedges of sin. He
hated wedges. Like we had to wear a pump.
Oh, he don't like wedges?
No. And so he used to say the statement, the wages of sin is death.
Oh my God.
But the gift of a heel is eternal life.
Yes.
That is what he used to say.
And she said the fivefold ministry.
Fivefold ministry. That is what we listen.
Oh my God.
That is what it is called.
Oh, Sonia McGuire, thank you for joining.
Sister.
Yeah, she was on last month. Yes,
love you.
Thank you for joining.
I love her.
Oh yeah. Listen,
good people.
She still comes and sings for me in storefronts.
Wow. But yeah, she's just good people.
Good. Listen,
she's good people.
It's not about the amount. She sings like it's 1,000 people in the audience, and that's what I'm talking about. I like being around genuine people.
But that's what it's about.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Genuine people. When people are genuine, they don't mind, like, you know, even connecting to other sources. It's not about you, you know. So it's about sharing what you have.
Okay, she said, "What's
next for Project Lace?" So
yeah, we blessed Lace.
Yeah, we gotta throw that out there. So for those that don't know, I do have a girls mentoring program which I have had since 2015, called Project Lace, and it stands for Love, Affirm, Celebrate, and Empower. And so, really, honestly speaking, I don't know. You know, I do have an event coming up in November for the girls, and then definitely the biggest thing I'm working on is in December when Color Purple hits. I know I'm going to rent out theater, and we're going to have girls come in and actually watch the Color Purple. So it's a big thing we're going behind, you know, doing that. The last event we did, which you sponsored, and I'm so excited about that and appreciative of that, was we did a not sip and paint, you know, but
let the church folks know,
punch and paint for
we got the pictures.
For the girls. But yeah, we got the pictures. So we did that and had the girls come in and like paint, and you know, instructor come in, and it was really, really a fun event. The biggest hurdle, I think, even with Project Lace and just navigating, is kind of like walking into these avenues. I have been thrown into not just one lane. I have to navigate 5 lanes, you know, and so I have to really make sure that what I'm doing is scheduled around, you know, everybody's getting their time, you know, and so.
But you also got to keep your time.
Exactly.
You still have to keep self-care.
And I'm learning that.
Listen, I started back getting manicure, so when I get my hair retwisted, because I got locks, now I said I'm going to get my manicure and pedicure.
Yeah, I have a hard time with that. Literally,
it's hard.
I think yesterday, honestly, to be, you know, and I'm transparent, you know, was the eye opener for me that, hey, at some point or going forward, as of today, you have to start choosing you, you know, or you have to be concerned with you before you're concerned with everybody else. Because people will take advantage of that.
Listen,
you know,
they will use you up.
They will,
until they don't need you no more.
Exactly. And then when you don't have anything to give, and then you don't step up with, you know, now the talk starts. So, you know, I'm learning in this season, and it's just because the nurturer in me wants to see everybody else or take care of everybody else. I've been that, you know, that way for the longest, and so
and
now
there's nothing wrong with it, but at the same time,
I have to start learning self. Yeah,
I have a balance,
and it's definitely a learning curve. You know,
you gotta have a balance, because I mean, I do a lot. I mean, I play for 2 churches. I got my married. I got a family. I'm a musician. I got the podcast. I got a youth drum line.
Yeah,
I got
a nonprofit.
I work for a nonprofit. You see what I'm saying? So I DJ. So you know,
you got a lot.
It's a lot, but I put everything on my calendar. Everything, literally, and it keeps me balanced. And you got to take time off. You got to take vacations. A woman of God put on Facebook, pastors, musicians, leaders, when did you take a vacation this year? And I see most people say
no, that's a real thing. But here, and I'm a product of that. You know, people saw us travel a lot. We're not talking Kevin Lemon's quote.
That's all on you.
He had a thing. He did not want to see massive knees. Like, no.
I know. I never seen nobody with no short shirt on.
No knees on display. But yeah, I mean, vacations. Like, people saw us travel a lot, so in people's minds, they would think that, oh, we traveled a lot, so we've been a lot of places.
But
yes, we've been a lot of places, but it was always work. There was never any downtime. Actually, our first vacation, honestly, was last year.
What?
It was last year for our
birthday.
Last
year was your first where
vacation.
did you guys go?
We went to Tampa, Florida is where we went. Kevin's best friend, Greg Hayes. Shout out to Greg. Greg sings with us. Greg is responsible. He produced the tribute.
Mm-hmm.
He I don't know why, and he was adamant about, because our birthdays are at the same time. So he was adamant about us going on this trip.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember Kevin saying, hey, you need to take a job, you're gonna be off because we're going.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. He was like, we haven't been anywhere. He's like, we're going. And so we went, and I'm forever grateful to him for that, because that was like but we had so much fun.
Wow.
And so, even at that point, Kevin,
how many days you guys were?
We were gone, I want to say at least 5.
The number of grace.
At least. And it was so much fun that I had never, it was kind of like we were reminded what it was like to be younger, because we cut up so bad, and we didn't even get to spend time with, Greg and Kevin. Like, I'm supposed to be here with you celebrating your birthday. He was like, no, brother. He was like, I wanted you to have that moment and have that time. And I am forever grateful for that. Because even after that, he was like, this year is going to be a travel year. Right. This year, so many things were supposed to happen. Wow. And, but they didn't get to happen. This was supposed to be a travel year for us. But, I've been, blessed to still travel, this year. And it hasn't been a lot of downtime, but I've been seeing a lot of things. But that vacationing, it is real. People take self-care. Time out for yourself. That self-care is real, and like I said, I'm learning it because I learned it the hard way. I watched, Kevin work, and he just cared so much for the people and made sure the family was taken care of, and that he didn't take time out for, himself. That was like second nature. So I'm trying not to, I have that habit, but I'm trying to come out of that habit. And so with some of the people that are chiming in here, they're going to make sure I come out of that habit. I'm
sure Cam, Tamika, they've been on tonight.
Yeah.
I'm sure, and that's for everybody, not just us, because we are talking about it on the podcast. Everybody, listen up. Take care of yourself. Listen, not just vacation. Go get your physical examination.
Go get checked out.
Listen, go get checked out. Go do your dental. I just did mine last month. Listen, go do your dental. Women, if you're over 40, if you can do it before that, go get your mammogram.
Get your mammogram.
Listen, fellas, listen, I know y'all don't want to do it. And people don't want to talk about it.
I almost said it, but I'm not.
Go on, say it.
No, because this is clear. Go cough.
Listen.
That was clean version. Go.
Colonoscopy, all of this.
But yeah, listen, it's important.
Get your vision, all of that. All of this stuff is important, y'all. We keep serving in church. We keep serving in ministry. And then we're not well. We're not healthy.
And they don't care that we're not well.
Right.
As long as they're getting the finished product, they don't care. And even down to, corporate America, no slight. I had to tell someone it's a thing of, if something happens to you today, if you transition today, they're not going to do anything but say position available tomorrow. Right. That's it. Right. So, you're just as valuable. So yeah, take care of yourself. With these churches, I could write a book. A lot of churches, they won't care. Because at the end of the day, they want what they want. And so I don't care if you broke a leg, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Fellas, listen, get your prostate. Listen, I know you don't want to talk about it.
Get it straight.
You got to go do it.
Women, get
the
your information checked out.
OBGYN.
Yes, go.
Listen, we got to do these things, guys. We got to take care of ourselves. That's why I started going back to the gym. I changed the way I eat. I mean, we have to. And I sleep better. Even if you want to go to the gym, listen, walk in your neighborhood.
It's a small thing.
Listen, walk. You ain't got to run, walk. Do something. You need to be active. A lot of us, we have families, we have kids, we have church, we in ministry. Not just doing music, you're doing other things in ministry. You're going on tours and gigs and singing here and there. Listen, you're gonna run yourself thin.
Yep.
And you be laid out. Do you want to be viewed or seen? Which one?
And then they're gonna say, okay, we have auditions.
Right.
You know, so it just, we have to start doing it because people will take advantage. People, they will drain you.
Say that Sister Campbell said you are replaced today in some place.
Yeah.
They will replace you in a heartbeat, especially your jobs.
I saw it happen at my job and it actually shook me.
Really?
Literally, a guy passed away at work and literally within hours his position was available. And I'm like, whoa. You know, because at the end of the day, they have to do what they have to do. It's not to say that they don't care, but the end result at the end of the day is to make them money.
Yes.
So if that body isn't there to make them money, then they're putting some out to fill the position.
Exactly. Thank you, Cam. You're right. Take care of your temple. That's important. Listen, you have to take care of your temple. If you have stairs at your place, listen, I have stairs. Yes. Yes.
Use them.
That's for free. You can do that 3 times.
Use them. I'm praying about my stairs, but use them. Just be honest. Praying about my stairs.
Praying about her stairs. Let's keep it real. At least you keep it real. But yes, seriously, all jokes aside, guys, make sure you get yourself checked out. Everybody, please, take advantage if you have insurance. And another thing, everybody, health insurance, life insurance, car insurance, all these things you should have. Everybody.
Yep.
We all should have it, okay? We all should have these things. Let's put our stuff in order. Let's start saving money. Let's get out of debt. Listen, even though I'm talking about Church Scene Musician Podcast, I'm going to be bringing some financial advisors.
Listen, because I want credit straight.
I want to help my people. We need homeowners out here. Come on, somebody. Let's clean this debt. Let's clean it. Let's clean it up, y'all. Let's do better. Let's do better as a people.
And that's a pen right there. Because if you need that, y'all hit me up because I can help you with that too.
Okay.
Financial advice.
Listen, you heard it.
Get your credit straight.
All insurance are necessary. That's why I name them all. Home insurance, rental insurance. Listen, that's why I name them all. All insurance are necessary. Yeah. Yes. Because you never know when you will need it. Get you some, what do you say?
Insurance. You so silly.
Cameron is funny. Thank you, Cameron. Yes, but all jokes aside, like I said, we want to make sure we take care of ourselves. It's more than just, our temple. We got to take care of everything, y'all. We got to take care of our affairs. And so she said, financial advisor.
Listen, your credit just hit me up. We can look at it and see what you need to do. I mean, the thing is, credit right. We have to start leaving wheels and not bills. That's just where we are.
Say it again.
We have to leave wheels and not bills.
Come on. Wheels, not bills.
Wheels and not bills.
Your family already gonna be crushed because you're not here no more.
Yeah, let's leave wheels.
Let's leave wheels. Come on, y'all. Get that credit.
Yeah, let's get it up.
She can help you with your credit.
Let's get it up.
Listen, I didn't even know she do credit. It just came up. So that was a blessing. See, I told you to talk about everything.
That conversation. Yeah, we talk about everything. Yeah, I'm just like, let's leave things for the next generation. Period. Even in musicianship, even that's another thing, and I know, timing, but that's another thing. Like, what are we giving back? What are we pouring into? Like, what are we pulling the next generation up? What are we doing? I don't see a lot of that. I see a lot of people kind of holding the doors closed, trying to hold on to, the gatekeeper mentality. But what happens when you leave? Who steps up? What's next?
We gotta train the next generation. The drum line that I have at the church, I do it for free. I don't get paid.
But that's pouring.
I'm pouring into them. They enjoy it.
Exactly.
And we open up with a Bible verse.
Mm-hmm.
We do some cadences. We do some rudiments. We close out with prayer.
But that's important. It's foundational and it's pouring.
And I'm giving back. And I teach music.
And then they're gonna do the same. So that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. It's not about, I play better than you, this and that, or you over here, you playing the wrong note, the wrong beat, but you're not helping me.
Correct.
You criticizing me.
Correct.
We should be helping one another.
Exactly.
And that's why I put this podcast together. Everybody too busy worrying about who's pressing the button on the keyboard. I'm not going to even say it tonight. We're going to leave it right there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Transposing. We're going to go ahead and say it.
transposing.
Listen, I don't have an issue with it. Some people do, some people don't. Listen, all I'm saying is let's help each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's help everybody. Instead of talking about people, let's
help.
Let's just help folks. Let's support them. You see somebody transposing, hey man, let me teach you a couple chords.
Well, see, here's the thing. We gotta come back to this transposing. See,
Go ahead and say what you need to say.
So here's the thing. That is correct. Because some people, that's all, especially like a lot of beginner church, when they have musicians in, they transpose or whatever.
Yeah.
But then
Cameron said we don't transpose.
Yeah, we don't transpose.
Now, we know that y'all got legends over there.
But
Eric Miller ain't playing that.
Listen, not. But what I am saying is, don't get up cocky like you can play and get caught transposing. That is what I'm going to say. Be humble enough to, let someone teach you, or be humble enough to ask. Like, there's so many amazing people out here, amazing
giving out music lessons.
Yeah. So, that is where because I actually have seen guys get caught transpose, but they talk so much. So much. So you have to be just humble, because when your day comes and you get caught, okay.
All right.
I say, all right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we at the end, everybody. Thank you all for joining. Please don't forget to share this podcast. Click like, share, and subscribe, please. What she said? My God. Jenny, what?
Listen.
Say that.
Listen. Have you? Okay. That can play. That woman of God. Okay.
We done seen it.
We've seen it happen live and in living color.
Oh my God, I remember that show. Yeah, the humble
don't stumble.
Listen,
I love y'all.
Listen, we thank you, everybody. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to Church Scene Musician Podcast. Next month we got some great people going to be on. B Chase is coming on next month. Yes, talk about his new project, and Pastor Bishop Jeff and Freedom Mabry.
They'll be here.
They're going to be here next month as well. So look for the flyer. It's going to be up next month. So y'all come up with all these little sayings.
They can go all night.
So first, lady, I want you to close us out in prayer. And then we're going to close out. What song you want me to play of Kevin to close out with?
Let's see.
And make sure you listen. I want y'all to get his music.
Yes, if you're not streaming, I need you to go stream Destined for Greatness. I need you to go stream Third Round and Declaration. I need you to stream all and the single. We can play the single going out, actually. Proclaim. Yep. Okay. I want you to stream Proclaim, and let's get those streams up. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you for having me. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. So
I'm bringing you back because you got to talk. Oh, we love you, CC&T. I like that.
I like that.
Listen. My shoo at home is her name is TT, and we got Taz.
Gotcha. Well, before I pray, let me give a shout out to my kids, my kiddos. Please, Zora and Josiah. I love you guys both so much. Those are my babies, and then of course all my spiritual kids. Y'all know who y'all are. I love you. But those two make it worthwhile, and that is the reason I stay in this game and work hard and do what I do. It is all for them.
It takes a village.
It takes a village, and I'm just grateful for those two because they keep me going.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Listen, we have them on sale. If you need a shirt, hit me up. Yes, we got them in different colors. Church Scene Musician.
Yes, get your merch.
Listen, we got the hoodies too. Don't worry, we're gonna start showing that out in soon, real soon. So thank you so much. But if you want a shirt, please hit me up. I definitely make sure you get one. Okay, so you close out in prayer. Then we're gonna make sure we play Proclaim going out.
Yes, ma'am. Father God, in the name of Jesus, God, we thank you. We thank you for this day. We thank you for this moment. We thank you for the opportunity to touch the world and make impact through this podcast. God, I ask that you would just bless every listener, everyone that'll come across this podcast. God, bless everyone that commented on the night show, love on tonight, gave input on tonight. God, I ask that you would bless Lucretia in her endeavors, God, with this church scene musicians. God, let it be impactful. Let it strengthen musicians and bring awareness to musicians and put us all on one accord. God, I thank you for where this podcast is going, God. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. God, we are excited about the moves and the doors that you are opening through this avenue. God, we give you praise, we give you honor, and we give you glory for what's to come. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Here we go. And I've been singing.